Evening everyone, this is the day 7 solution for the AutoCAD challenge. So this one, again, like I explained in this introduction this morning to day 7, this one doesn't essentially have any center point or fixed location. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to read the dimensions, and everything seems to be pointing to this left hand corner. So my drawing is going to run from this left hand edge to the right hand side. So I need to basically start off on AutoCAD with this bottom corner. So I'm just going to put the outside grid in first. The first thing I'm going to do is take this 79.88. So I'm going to start my drawing from my template. Okay, I'm going to put my first line, and today I'm not going to use any X lines. I'm going to just do my lines manually. So 79, yeah, 79.88. Okay. There's the first one. So the second one I'm going to put in again from the 0, line. It's 79.88. This time we're at 70 degrees. Okay, and there is my set side. So now I'm just going to do another line replicating the same again. So 79.88, 70 degrees, and it's going to be like the outside of my shape. So my outside of my shape's now in. Now I know that everything has got to be internally of this shape. So I could actually, if I wanted to, actually just turn that shape straight in, but now I'm going to run my construction lines running off. So I need a point that's going to be 25.77. Okay, so I'm now just going to convert that one to white, so I don't get I can get a contrast on color. Okay, I'm just going to draw a line. That's the equivalent of my 78, like so. I can just start to basically run some construction lines. 79.8. No, it's not. Yeah, of course it's not. It's on the angles. So let's just put 2. Okay, so just popped in some construction lines manually, that just to basically so I can get a definition of my shape. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the drawer order for my construction lines. So I'm just going to turn the drawing off, right click on any line, draw order, send to the back. So I want my drawing to sit ahead of my construction lines. So now I'm popping them in, 25. 25.77. Okay, we're just going to put that line in there, and then we've got 8.8 afterwards. So okay, I'm just going to colour that one different because that's not actually part of my. Just create a vision section in. So I got that 27.5588. So I've got to put 18 in now. Now remember to select the red line, not the white. Okay, now that's gives us a baseline for this point. I'm now going to do that on another 24 up as well, which now give me the second point. So I've got my 2 points. I've got the first point there, second point there. Now I can work on run off of that point. So 47.42. This line now, this we have to kind of keep an eye on your lines, and we got 12 running up. So I'm just in escape space the whole time now, so I think that one's also 12. Yeah, last one then, 38.62. Okay, so that's actually the same line, so we can keep that one there. So what we've got to do now is just put a middle point in for both of our sections, which we can sort of do in a second. So okay, so first thing I'm going to do, I've got my first 12 section here. So I need to find the center line between the two. So I'm just going to draw a line in the drawing construction from my bottom point here, which is the 47.42. So just line up, so it'll be 47.42, which it is. Choose the center point. Okay, bring that up. Now I can offset this. Now this is my key dimensions. Now I've got 38.62, so half that to get it both sides. So that will give us 19.31. So offset now 19.31. I'm just going to leave it white because it gives me a nice contrast here, like so. So that's the line I'm going to run along the top, and now all I've got to do is just join up my sides. Because we don't know that length, we can't just say, well, it's going to be 70. We have to kind of work out through the dimensions and just check. So it is actually 70, so we are right. And then what I can now do is just convert these three back to my construction. So the next point is now there. Okay, and again, my first drawing line is on the bottom. It's the same as my baseline, but it's just obviously slightly smaller dimensions of 38.62. So just going to quickly check that one, make sure, double check all the time, 38.62. Okay, again, same technique from the center, offset now, and again I've got to do 29.83. so again, okay, that gives us 14.915 if you get a 3 decimal places, so 14.915. And again, go left, click, go right on the line tool between the two, and then you put your little angles in. Okay, that's down to 70. And then what we can now do is obviously convert that to our dims. I'm just going to turn the dims off. And then now we're going to convert these ones back to our construction layer. Okay, that's those elements there. So I'm just going to turn the construction layer off just so you can visually see it now. I'm going to turn my vision off as well. That's where we now are. So we have these base points in. The next bit is just kind of it is slightly simpler now. So we're going to work on now the two fillets, or you can put in the inside. Now, if you put the two fillets in, it obviously when you do the offset, it'll probably bring those through. So I'm actually going to do that before. So I'm going to do the offset of 6. Okay. So one in. Now, because I did it as a separate line, I've got to select all 4. If you did a rectangle, obviously then you'd be able to just do this without having to do any trimming. But so trim through now. So where it overlaps, you've got to select twice. Okay, remember if you're using an older version of AutoCAD, you have to select everything you want to trim. You have to highlight everything first, then hit enter. Anything 2020 plus uses the smart trim tool from the Autodesk now put in place. So there's my internal bit 6. Okay, first off I'm going to use a fillet tool. So come up to fillet or put pipe fill. Okay, I want to put in the radius. So radius is 5. Enter. I'm going to put M in for multiple because I've got 2 sides to do. Click 1 and click twice. I think I actually came off the tool, so I'm going to put radius R 5, M for multiple, click once, click second, click 1, click second, like so. So the left hand side's got more of an edge than what the right hand side, which is correct. Now I'm going to use the chamfer tool. Now chamfer, if you haven't ever seen it before, it lives under the fillet, or you can just use CH. And then CHA is the actual shortcut. So again, it works like in the fillet tool. You have to set a base in. So when you see on a drawing 4 of 2.5 times 45, the distance of the chamfer is 2.5. Okay, so I can put in the distance here, which would be 2.5. Then it wants to specify the second distance, so this is where it's going to come 2.5 up and 2.5 across. It'll be 2.5. So I've got an equally spaced chamfer because it's by 45 degrees. Use M for multiple again, and I'm just going to go around each side like so. Enter to confirm. So that's now 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got my 2 fillets. I've got the internal bits. Now all I've got to do is put in my little dimensions. So I'm going to go into my dimensions tool, turn it on. So I can put in my angular bits first. One, 2, 70, 70. Come into my. Let's do the radiuses. Okay, you can't actually pick up this chamfer unless you do like an align, so you could do, so I suppose, like that, and it'll give you sort of like the 2, you know, like the 2.5 mil chamfer. So what we do is we use a leader line in here, so you can add a leader. Oh, sorry, leader. And this is what I would put in here. I change the size down to like 2.5, match it in with your dimensions. Maybe 4 times 2.5. Did I do times again? Yeah, times 45. 45. Now remember the degrees is in the symbol here, like so. Okay, and then I'm just going to go into the properties. I'm just going to change the leader style, so the arrow is not there because it's on a horizontal, so I'm going to say it's not a horizontal, and I get my little point there. So that's that one in. Just coming back now. So I've got my 5, 5. Oh, I need to put my 6 in, which is my line. Just use 2 points. So 6, and I've just got my construction lines now to sort of do, and that's where I like to turn on the construction, because it gives me more base points rather than to. 15's a bit big actually. So there's to a 2588. I could do the 19 now. Again, just use your construction lines, but 5. So you could actually do it this way rather than having lots of information in between. So, because obviously last time I put it in between, and it just cleans it up slightly. So you got, because there's quite a lot going on. Like so. And then we have it. So last thing to do is just to put in the 77.88. Now if I go to there, it'll be wrong. So it's technically at 75, so I should do my line actually. So 7988, 7988, so that's going to be the 2. Make sure you do the align, I suppose. Why is that not picking up the alignment? So I've got the align working now, just going to come up. So it's just getting the points, the really crucial bit here. It should be 7988. So again, it's just picking those points. But what I'm going to do, just to make it a little bit easier, there should be a double, so 75, 75. There we go. So I'm just going to try and align this one up one more time. It's sometimes it's difficult when you have something to snap onto, but I obviously did it the first time around. So let's just try it again. 79. Yeah, so again, have a go. I've just put the second one in there now, so 79.88 and 75, which is the overall height because of the angle difference. So now we do output, and then obviously that's you then completed that section. So let me know how you got on, and look forward to showing you day 8. Thanks for joining.